Hi, Sam.
Hi.
How
Uh,
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Another day almost down. So
Yeah.
thanks.
Um, I have to reach out. I'm going to reach out to you tomorrow. My signature,
Okay.
I can't get it. Um,
So
you know,
format in there.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, just remind me. We can
Okay.
did I send you the instructions on how
Yeah.
to do it? Okay.
Yeah. But when I do it, I see like a little box in there, but it doesn't attach to anything. When I do like a test email,
Mhm.
it doesn't open up when I send it to like, another email account.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, maybe we'll do like a Zoom whenever you can have time for that. Maybe we'll do a Zoom with it real quick, just so I can
Yeah.
see on your end, because I
Yeah.
know every time I do it, it's like slightly different. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it may just be something simple that we just have to click or whatever. So
Okay. And then I had a one-on-one with Ryan today, and he mentioned to get in touch with you for signs.
yeah,
So
yeah,
the different options that we have.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I'll send you
Yeah,
an email on it.
yeah, and actually that's perfect because we can always, whatever you want to do, we can actually walk through it on Zoom. Just it's
Okay.
actually really easy.
Okay.
But we tend to walk you through it just because there is a lot of stuff, and we
Okay.
usually recommend some over the other and that sort of thing.
Okay, good.
And then even when we actually place the order, sometimes
Mhm.
we like to just place it on our end. Like you would still put in your credit card info and all that,
Right.
but that way when they come back and forth to review the proofs, we
Right.
can kind of see it and direct them and kind of take the lead on it. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's actually pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Hold on one second. Someone's
yeah.
at my.
All good.
understood like you were doing stuff with the team. My neighbor just came by because her husband just passed. So she was, I couldn't just be like, I gotta get on this call.
Oh my
So
God.
I thought you had people there and you were working, but I'm the only one, huh?
Yeah.
Come on.
I spoke with Ryan because you know what? It's like a couple of people that usually jump on the call. He said like either two of them probably couldn't. Like I know Margaret's usually on. I actually sat with her yesterday.
Okay.
So actually, in that case, is there anything you want to go over, like specifically?
So okay. Specifically, no. I'm looking at your email right now.
Mhm.
And you said you're going to be walking through the design tabs, which was pretty interesting to me, and creating designs for my emails and my social post.
Yeah.
So let's go over that.
Yeah.
So I can see how to do that, because I plan on just maybe putting, some things like we had a meeting last week and Chris was on the call, and
Yeah.
he mentioned that he walks around certain neighborhoods and like takes videos and puts it on Facebook and
Yeah.
and like this is the area, and I thought that was a really good idea.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
how do I do that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Chris, it's been funny to kind of watch Chris because he came in brand new around the time I started. So
Okay.
I give him a lot of credit because he's let me kind of use him as a guinea pig for some of this
Okay.
stuff. But
Right.
yeah, so no, I follow him on Instagram and stuff, and I always see what he's doing. And yeah, it's
Yeah, it was a good idea, and I'd like to use it. Why not?
okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah,
just, how to post on. I don't use Facebook much at all, I should say. So I don't know how to. So yeah, if you could show me designs and stuff.
yeah. And I to be honest, even though I post on it every now and then, I really don't even go on Facebook that much. But I will say for real estate though, and like especially when it comes to the point when you want to like run an ad and do things like that, get those leads. Facebook still is miles away the best
Okay.
platform. So yeah, okay, so cool.
Okay.
Well, yeah, let me share my screen.
Yeah.
And then yeah, since it's just us, feel free to even if it's a question outside of designs, whatever, just let me know.
Okay.
But I'll try and keep it like pretty high level, pretty simple for the most part. There's I say this all the time, but like there's a lot to Command, and even when we get into designs, there's a lot you can do with it. Unfortunately, designs is kind of how it sounds. You kind of have to play with it. It really is like the canvas, so to speak.
Okay.
But it pretty much feeds into everything else you do with Command. Put it that way. So it's a good thing to go over. So without further ado, when you log into Command, it's going to be this third one from the bottom, Designs.
Okay.
And what it's going to do is it's going to take you to your designs library. So these are either any designs that you've created, any that you downloaded, whatever. They're going to pop up right here. So
when you say downloaded, where would I download them from?
So I'll show you. Basically, you're able to download them from the library that already exists.
Okay.
But you just download them to your personal library. So.
Okay. And like on Facebook, how you have your profile picture and then you have like another picture behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we use one of these for that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So are you talking about like your header image? Yeah. So actually, that's a good point. You'll see when we get into here, especially for the social posts, they offer like different social posts. So social posts, header images, profile images, like all that good stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you come in here, like I said, this is all the stuff that you've downloaded from the library, or if you've created your own design, it'll appear right here, right on this homepage. If you want to sort, depending on what it is, you can click these buttons and it'll sort it. Whether it's an email, it'll show just all your email template designs. If it's social, it'll show all your social designs, etc. It'll also show, so obviously email, social, print, like if you wanted to do like a print, like a direct mail piece or something like that, you can design that in here. Okay. And then landing page and agent site, those are going to be if you create like, I don't know if I have any examples. So like when we get to it, when you create like a new page on your agent site, that'll show up in here. And if you create a landing page, which not too many people really do, but you would use a landing page if you were running like a Facebook ad or something and wanted to direct someone somewhere other than your website or something like that. You could create a landing page. So
Okay.
basically, all that, again, it all comes back to designs. You have to create it in designs, and then video. I'll admit I haven't even played around with video yet, so I'm gonna have to do that.
Okay.
That one's a pretty new feature, so I don't really know all the functionality behind it yet, but we'll get to
I'm gonna play with this later.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So let me dive right in. So basically, to either download a design that's already created or to create your own, you're going to do the same thing. There's this little plus button in the bottom corner.
Mhm.
Click that, and it's going to open up this window that says Create Design. So let's see. For the example for right now, let's go right into social.
Okay.
The nice thing about it is, regardless of which one you click into, they all, for the most part, have similar functionality. So like, for example, when I click into social, all the stuff that I show you is going to be pretty similar for when you're doing a print piece or an email piece.
Okay.
So let me click social, and I'll click next. You'll have to give it a minute because it takes you to a new page. And it basically takes you into this design library. So you'll see here at the top, there's templates, my designs, and brand assets. So templates are going to be all the stuff that's already created. And basically all you have to do is click and, drag and drop and change the copy and all that good stuff. My designs, that's where if you want to create a design from scratch, you can do that, and it'll kind of walk you through how to do that. There's also some templates that are already in here. You can click that. It'll give you like if you're creating an email template and you just want like a basic email template design, you can go into there and it'll kind of already have some of that created for you. And then brand assets, nothing really in here. To be honest, I really don't even click into here too much, but it's basically just another spot to, yeah, okay. Basically just another spot that keeps like anything that you upload, your headshot, colors, like the KW colors to use. You're not going to really go into here too often.
Right.
Most of what you do will be here in templates.
Okay.
So for example, basically all of these different tabs here on the left-hand side, if you click them and expand them, you'll see that there's all kinds of content. Just depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So actually, for example, business basics. So there's a whole section for social branding. So, you'll see there's a ton of different stuff in here. As you click into these, you can then sort them depending on, what it is that you're looking for. So like if we just want to do Facebook, you can click Facebook covers, it'll narrow it down to just the Facebook stuff.
Okay.
And then, so the nice thing is, again, depending on what it is that we're clicking around with, there's buyer presentations in here. There's information to promote your app. Honestly, I've clicked around and there is just a ton of stuff in here. So it just depends on what you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just going to do just like a general social post just to kind of like walk you through.
Okay.
Let me do something simple. Like, here we go. Holiday greetings. So you'll see again, when you click on it, you can sort based on, what it is that you want to do. So if you want to, do it on your stories on Facebook, you can click this and it resizes it for what you need to use it for. My recommendation is, especially for social posts, always do it. It says social square.
Okay.
That'll make sure that when you share it to social, it fits in the correct box and the correct sizing. So that way, when you send it out, it's perfect. It's good to go. So let me click on that. And let's just do let's do a simple Merry Christmas one. You'll see, and this will be the case again for any of these social posts or any of these designs. When you hover over it, it shows use. You'll have to click on that to be able to access the design.
Okay.
So you'll click on that, you'll give it a couple seconds, and it's going to take you to a tool that looks like this. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through everything. Stop me if you have any questions.
Okay.
You'll see on the left-hand side, there's 5 additional tabs. There's images, text, icons, logos, and KWLS. I'm going to just walk through each one by one. But before I do that, let me explain what everything is here at the top. So obviously you have file. If you click that, it'll give you kind of just some additional, lock page, save, show the ruler and guidelines. If you get really specific and need any of these, they're here under file. This button right here is actually, it shows you the previous versions that you've worked on. So let's say we create a design today, play with it. You want to go back, go back to it a week from now, you'll be able to see what you worked on last time. So it'll actually automatically save the different versions that you work on, and if you make any changes. And then obviously undo and redo are right here. Up here at the top, you'll see that there is something written here. This is the template name. If you click it, you can rename it. So
Okay.
Good to do it just so you can kind of keep track of what you're working on. So like, for example, I'll do this command Tuesday template. Only you'll see that. So again, it's only for you to really keep track of.
Okay.
And then up here you have print. So obviously if you hit print, oops, I feel like I shouldn't have clicked that because it's going to take me to a print screen.
Okay.
Download, which you can download as a JPEG, PNG file, or a PDF.
Okay.
And then the button right next to it is share. So the really great thing is if you have your Facebook already connected to Command, all you'll have to do is basically click Facebook. I'll show you this now. We can do this at the end just to walk through it, but
Okay.
it'll pop up with a box like this. You can click X because what it'll do is it should, or actually, sorry, click share. Don't click X. Click share. What it'll do is once you're signed up to Facebook, it'll automatically take you to another window like this. And that's where you'll be able to kind of customize when and where you want to share your post.
Okay.
So you'll see like at the top, you can share it to your news feed, someone's timeline in a group, etc. Obviously, write your status here. You can tag people, check in, all that good stuff. And then right here, again, I know I mentioned when you're creating these, I usually say to keep it to that square social design.
Right.
You are creating one that is for your Facebook story, and it's a different size. You would actually just check this box right here and it would go onto your story and it would fit correctly for your story. So not a lot of people really use that. Most of them just stick to that square social one, but
Right.
good to know.
Okay.
Yeah, and then post to Facebook. So the nice thing is it's simple enough.
Yeah.
Just create it, share it.
Sense. Like, it's intuitive.
Yeah. This part is actually pretty easy.
Right.
The harder part is actually creating the design that you want and getting it formatted and everything. So I'll walk through that now.
Okay.
I walk through everything at the top. Also important to note right here at the top, there's 4 additional tabs. So there's drawing, shapes, frames, and text. And they're kind of self-explanatory. This is the part where you kind of do have to just click and play around. So drawing, if you want to create shapes or anything like that, you can do that. Shapes, if you click on that, again, it just gives you some more shapes depending on what you want to do. If you want to call attention to something, you can, and drag it around. Oops. If you ever do something and want to undo it, again,
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be your best friend. Frames, so you would select this if you want to include like another picture in your post or your design.
Okay.
So again, click that, you can drag it around, you can move it. I'll show you once we get to it how to actually insert a picture. So
Okay.
I'll keep this here just so we can come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then text. So again, click and it'll drop the text in. And when you do that, it'll give you a whole other bar of different options, changing the size, the font, the color, alignment, you name it. So,
Okay.
and then you'll see there's also ways to duplicate it, rearrange it, delete it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's really the part. It's kind of like Microsoft Word. You just got to kind of
Right.
play around with it.
Right.
But that's the basic functionality of that. So let me walk down and walk through what these all do. So I'll start with images. So there's add, company, and my assets. Under add, if you click on any of these, it'll automatically sync and pull photos from those places. So, for example, if I click Facebook, you'll see that it actually pulls in all of my Facebook photos.
Okay.
Again, from Facebook pages, Instagram, so it's going to be the same basic process for all of these.
Right.
If you have a photo on your computer saved somewhere that you want to upload, you can click right here, or you can drag and drop it into here.
Okay.
And any images that you upload are going to start showing up and populating down here.
Okay.
It'll create like a running tab of,
For a library.
Yep.
Kind of. Okay.
Yep. So that's pretty much everything in add. Under company, this is actually a good spot if you ever need photos, kind of really for anything, a listing presentation or your website or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a ton of like company asset photos in here of kind of really everything, interiors, lifestyle, there's people photos, all that good stuff. And they're all high def, high res images. They're all approved, so you have free access to use them. So kind of just click around. But the nice thing is that's
house exteriors. Can you just go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there really are. I mean, it goes and goes.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Good.
So actually, I'll show you that. We can actually do that as an example. So let's say there's a photo in here, that we want to include here. Basically, all you would have to do is just kind of drag and drop.
Okay.
It'll go in, actually the easiest way is either going to be drag and drop, or I don't know if it did it or not. You'll see that when you hover over any image, there's actually a little plus sign that says use image, or use this background. So obviously if you use this background, it should probably under here. Yeah, it'll automatically put it to the background of your image. Or if you want to use the image, it should, let's see if it does. Yeah, if you click that button, it should automatically either drop onto your design or drop into your image box.
Okay.
A little more clunky like that. So to be honest, like I said, I would usually just drag and drop.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's company. And then my assets are just going to be anything. Really, it's probably only going to be your headshot. It's what's automatically loaded into Command when you're onboarded.
Okay.
So in that case, you'll probably only find your headshot here. But again, that comes in handy sometimes.
Right.
I think, yeah, that's everything in images. Any questions with images?
No?
No? Next is text. And again, this is going to give you four options. So I'll just start right off the bat. Add. If you click add, that's going to do kind of the same thing as the text box over here. It's going to give you these different options. And if you click on it, it'll automatically drop it right into your design.
Okay.
Next we have banners. And this is where you get some of these kind of a little more creative designs. So depending on if you want to, maybe not a sale, but if you click and drag, it'll give you a cool design. You can change the font, type in whatever you want. to change the design, just, double click and start typing.
Okay.
Um, so a lot of good stuff in banners.
Yeah.
Company, not much in company. That just includes like our any
Operated individual.
yeah, like any legal information we need to include, which we're basically just covered as long as we have independently owned and operated.
Right.
Technically, compliance wise, you are required to have that on your marketing materials, but it is a fine line. Not a lot of people do it, but it is, I like to call attention to it. So,
Right. Right.
and
Okay.
then again, my assets, that's just going to be any of your contact info that is already included in Command. So
Okay.
your website, your email, it's just meant to kind of make it easy if you want to like click and drag that into whatever it is that you're working on.
Right.
Yep. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything in text. Again, similar functionality to like Word and PowerPoint and that sort
Right.
of. So,
Right.
Okay, so now moving on to icons. Let me start again right from the beginning. Add, that's going to show if you want to add any from your computer or anywhere that you have saved, you can add those and upload those into here.
Okay.
Probably not going to do that too much, but what you might use it for is the stock photos. So again, there's a ton of stuff if you're looking for, social media logos or, whatever it is you're looking for. Just type it in, and chances are they got it.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Some of them we have to pay for.
some, yeah, some depending on, but honestly, yeah. So like in that, well, you know what? That's a good question actually. Yeah, because you know what? It's gonna pull like if they're from Shutterfly or
Okay.
things. Honestly, though, there's definitely going to be a ton in here that are for free.
Right. You can find something.
Yeah, just play around, especially right off the bat here. These are all definitely guaranteed to be free.
Right.
So yeah, just
Okay.
play around or upload your own.
Okay.
That's also the easiest way too. And then company, again, these are just some additional logos. Not too much here. And then again, my assets, nothing in here. So really under icons, probably the most you'll use is the stock photos just to pull in some icons.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Logos, again, they're getting pretty quick now. Logos is pretty self-explanatory. If you need to pull in like some of these, like the NAR logos or anything like that, some of those are already preloaded in here. Especially if you need like some just general Keller Williams logos. The only one that I will call attention to, my assets, this is where you can go if you need the office logo.
Okay.
Which you'll notice that for a lot of these materials, they'll have like a placeholder logo. It'll say KW DBA name. So you'll just want to make sure that you delete that and replace it with.
Okay.
Yep.
I was going to ask you about that, the DBA name. I was like, that doesn't look right, but okay.
Yeah, they do it as like a placeholder pretty much. And then also one thing to note, and this is hopefully something I'm going to finish up this week. If unfortunately there is only this one Town Square logo currently in here. So, if you need something like, a logo on a white background or something like that, you'll have to upload that yourself, unfortunately. But I'm going to be adding that to the website that I just launched last week, that kwtownsquare.net.
Okay.
I'm going to upload all the logos to that site. So that way you can just download whichever ones you want and you can always upload them into here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then now, last but not least, and probably actually one of the coolest features of Command is this KWLS button. So the great thing about that is there's two tabs, listing and snapshots. And basically what it is you can pull in any listing that's currently entered, any listing across Keller Williams. So you can search by MLS number, ID, listing agent, etc. So let's see, I don't know if, let's see. Let's do Ryan Van Harrell. Let's see if he pops up with anything. How about let me do listing address. Let's see if I can get any. Bridge, New Jersey. Try that. So yeah, it'll let you pull from pretty much. Honestly, I can just click anyone. It'll
And
let you pull
why would we need that? Why would we need that?
So again, this is this functionality that's in here for like the social post. It's gonna be the same for like an email design, for the landing page, all that
Okay.
stuff. So even for a social post, let's say you're doing an open house or something, and you want to do a post about the open house, or you have like a new listing and you want to promote the new listing, you
Okay.
can type that in here.
Mhm.
If you hit select, the nice thing is going to pull all those photos that are already uploaded. So it just saves you a bit of time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So that's one great thing about that. Another cool thing, another one that says snapshots.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is you can actually search either by a neighborhood or a zip code. So let's see, the one around here is 07920. If you do that, it's going to, and let's make sure it works. Okay. It's going to pull a real-time snapshot of the market for that zip code or neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And so what that looks like, I'll just drop it into here. I did the zip code for here in Basking Ridge. So
Yeah.
that area's average listing price, sold price, active properties on the market, pending, price per square foot, and average days on market.
Nice.
And you can also drop in things like, if you need like a map and I forget what this one is. This is just a different layout for it.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is, again, it pulls that in real time.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a social post and just want to do like, hey, here's the latest information on this zip code or this market.
Right.
It's in here to make it super easy.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah. And then one important thing to note though about this part, this KWLS part, let's say you create a post, you save it, you go back to it a week later, you would have to re-pull this information because it's only it would only be accurate from the day that you pulled it.
Right, because it's real time.
Yeah.
Right.
So just important to remember in case you create something and put this in there, you might want to just kind of refresh it,
Right.
re-pull it, and just add it back.
Okay. And that's just doing it through the search engine again, just putting that in again.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
KWS, either, like I said, either pulling up your listing or typing in neighborhood or zip code or whatever.
Okay.
So,
That's helpful.
yeah. No, I know I threw a lot on here, but like any initial questions with any of this?
Yeah, but it gives me some kind of roadmap, and now I can go and I can play with it myself and know, oh, that's what this does. So this is very helpful.
Yeah, great. Okay,
Good.
great. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to show you, I'm going to go back to the email design just so you can see that and just kind of how it's different.
Okay.
So I'll click done. I'll save this one. Oh yeah, see, so in that case, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that puppy's.
Definitely getting rid of that. Don't want that. Done.
Don't see.
I'll save it. No.
Okay.
Big. I'll go back to it because then I'll show you now when we click into designs. There we go. It'll show that design that we were just working on.
Okay. And then just, I'm not rushing you or anything, but after email,
Yeah.
if we could pick this up another time.
Yeah.
Okay.
No worries. Because I'll get home and take care of the dog. So.
Okay, good. They have school tomorrow and I got to get them dinner and in bed. So
No worries.
I'm curious about the email and then we could.
Email is going to be super quick, actually.
Okay.
So, yep, we'll be good. So we'll go into email.
Mhm.
Again, it's going to take you to, it's going to show you the templates that are already available. So you can just actually click into these are already pre-made, and then it's a matter of just playing around with it.
Right.
Or you can create a new one from scratch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new one from scratch just to show you the functionality of it.
Yeah.
Again, up here, you can change the name of the email. That's just for you to remember. you know, it shows the different formats, desktop, mobile, etc. And then really all you need to know is all these different boxes.
Wait, when you do desktop, mobile,
Yeah.
and you know, like, is that how it'll show up on the person's phone? Like if you do desktop, will it transfer to their phone, right, or no?
So that's what it'll look like if they open, like if you send an email and they open it on their laptop, it'll look like this.
Oh, it's just
If they-
telling you, showing you what it looks.
Yeah.
Okay,
But then if they open it on mobile, it'll show what that format looks like.
got it.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. And then as you build this out, this little I button is going to be your best friend because that shows you preview of what it's going to look like.
okay.
And then pretty much from here, a lot of this stuff, again, is kind of self-explanatory and it's the same kind of functionality that we were using before. So it's really, if you're creating it from scratch, you can just drag and drop these in. Or if you download a template that's already created, it's already can have all this formatted for you and you just have to go in and update what you need. But again,
I'm a little confused. This email is an email that I'm sending from my Keller Williams account to where? Like, is it like a blast?
yeah, so it can really be anything. So like if you wanted to create, even if you wanted to create just like a nicely formatted one-off email, you could create the design in here and then you would just attach your list of contacts and send it out.
Okay.
Or if you wanted to do something like, you know, hey, Merry Christmas or something and do like a formatted Christmas email, you could do that.
Okay.
Or if it gets to that point and you'll see here, there's a listing block, you can pull in that listing information kind of just like we did. So if you want to send a client or, you know, people that went to an open house, if you want to send them other listings in the area,
Okay.
you can drag that in. And then when you click on it, you can plug in, you know, some of that info. So, you know, again, text boxes, images, clicking action button, legal header, just to show you what that kind of looks like. It's going to pull in your info that's already in command. It's going to look a little wonky, but that's why I say click on the preview button because you'll see that it actually formats correctly.
Right.
Legal footer, same thing. Listing block, that's where if you want to pull in some listing info for anything. Event block, again, that's if like, you know, when times get better, let's say you're, you know, throwing a party or you want to invite, you know, colleagues or whatever, you can do it that way. And then really everything is just a matter of clicking on it and clicking the edit button.
Right.
And, you know, it'll open up like a little Word box. You can, you know, change the font, change the size, all that good stuff.
Right.
Listing block, listing event. And then video, again, if you want to link a video from YouTube or something, you can click and drag that into here. And market snapshot, which again is going to pull in. You'll have to pull it in and click the edit button. To do that, you can search again by zip code, search by neighborhood, and just kind of, you know, drill down and pull in whatever info you need.
Okay, just a second.
Yeah.
Wait, did that just have, when you went to video
Yeah.
and you put in the zip code, did that have a list of all the neighborhoods in 07920?
Oh, yeah. So sorry, that wasn't video. That was actually Market Snap.
Market Snap?
Yeah, which is what I have here.
Oh, right. And you went up there, edit markets. Okay, right there.
Yep.
And you went to neighborhood, and that's all the.
It won't.
No. Wait, that's all the neighborhoods in 07920?
It's probably not going to be every single neighborhood, but it might give you like some of the more popular ones.
Yes, but that's what I'm trying to understand, because I didn't know that Basking Ridge was broken down into sections.
I mean, I don't live here either. So
Yeah, but I live in Basking Ridge, so that's why I'm like,
right.
Yeah, so, you know, Old Army Road, Northfield, Oak Ridge, Mount, you know, Glen Alpine, like I went with a realtor one day and she says, oh, I was just in this area of Basking Ridge. And then she said that area of Basking Ridge. And I didn't know that there were different sections within Basking Ridge. And when I asked Ryan about it, he just told me it's kind of something that you just learn. But I'm going to go to municipal building and see if they have like a breakdown.
I mean, yeah, they must.
They
To be
must.
honest, I didn't know either, and I've heard of a lot of these places, but
Yeah.
I just assume,
Yeah.
they're like a street name or something. But
Okay.
yeah. So the nice thing is if you select that, again, it might take a little bit of time to load, but it'll might not be pulling it right now, but it'll pull in again some of that the statistics and stuff. So.
Okay.
So I'm not even going to save this. I'm going to discard that just as an example. And then honestly, I think that'll be just about it. I just want to show you because it's usually a little easier to just go into a design that's already a template that's already created.
Right.
So, there's like 41 different templates in here.
Mhm.
But you can honestly usually just pick, I think they honestly have like a general, like you can see, just sold, just listed, for sale. Yeah, modern, basic. So if you click one of these, you'll see that it's already pretty much designed for you. All you have to do is type in your info.
Okay.
Just depends on what you want to use it for.
Why is it in a different language?
So that's like it'll give you like placeholder language.
Okay.
So you then it'll give you the design, but you'll just have to go in and
All right.
whatever you want to type. So
Right. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Hi.
Yep. And then, and it'll change it. So
Right.
Yep. So that's honestly probably my advice is to just
Play around.
play around, but pick a design that's already created and then just customize it for yourself. That's the best way to go about doing it, rather than starting it from scratch.
Yeah. Okay.
And
then-
yes,
And then tomorrow we'll go over the signature
yeah,
and the signs.
yeah. Just reach out. Let me know. Whatever works for you. If you want to do a Zoom or if you want to.
Oh, I think the Zoom. So
Mhm.
I can share my screen and.
Yeah. So whatever works for you, just shoot me an email. I should be pretty available most of tomorrow. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll text you first.
Yeah, sounds good. And then any other questions you have, just reach out. I'm here.
Okay. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, and as you're playing with this, again, if you run into anything or if you want to do anything particular, let me know. We'll walk through it.
Okay, and I'm sorry about the beginning having you wait.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem at all.
Enjoy your dog this evening.
Yeah, thank you. He's a handful right now.
Fun.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow then.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good night. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.